Good morning or whatever time it is, because this is our new online volunteer orientation. We're going to go through the slide set that we go through in 1 hour for our normal orientation. I'll try to go as quick as I can because you can always stop and rewind. There is a brief test after the orientation in order to qualify your online orientation. We'll give you information about that at the end. This is our agenda. We always do our orientations at 8:30. We're always looking for church partners to host orientations. We'd like to take them out into our community. We'll go over who we serve, what we do, and how we fit in. We'll go over our structure and staff. We'll talk about our history, mission, goals, and volunteer impact. We'll cover our volunteer procedures and policies. We'll go over what we expect from volunteers, and then we'll discuss volunteer specifics for how to get started. We serve 100 to 120 street-dependent young people every week. They enjoy playing games, and they kind of look like this. This is from our clothing closet. They are incredibly talented and love to make music. This is from our prayer time. They cover a wide range of backgrounds, ethnicities. 30% of our clients are women. They love pets. Roughly any given time, between 25 and 50% of our clients have pets, and they take really good care of them. This is a particular subculture of our street youth. Not all street youth are alike. They're all, of course, unique, but there are some general subcultures within them. This exemplifies the traveler subculture or the train hopper subculture. They frequently dress in black. They'll be a little bit more standoffish sometimes, but once you get to know them, they're awesome folks. They have a little bit different look to them. They tend to be very migrant. We'll see them a few times a year. Maybe they'll stay for a while. Anyway, 500 new people every year, half under 24, almost all under 28, although there are some demographic changes in the last few months. We're seeing more of our young clients hanging out with older people, which is very unusual. We don't know if that's a change that they're making that's for the long term or if it's just temporary. 25 to, in fact, 30% of our clients are women, half have pets. Roughly 40% are abusing substances. Roughly 40% have mental health challenges, and almost all are experiencing physical violence. We say those things particularly because there are some stereotypes promulgated out there that that are different than these numbers. The top reasons our clients report for being on the street are their parents and drugs. Now, those may be linked and they may not be the true causes, but when asked, that's the top two reasons our clients give for being on the street. What do we do? Our services are grouped into 3 or 4 areas. The first is called our front door services. This is outreach to them. It tends to be on the street. We do that every day. On Friday, we have a very organized mission trip at 4 p.m. That we do with lots of volunteers. We have wash nights that we consider front door services. We do that on first and third Monday evenings. And we have visit to the drag on Saturday morning. Our goals are to meet clients, try to meet at least one need on the spot, and invite them to our next set of events called our core services. This is just some pictures of what one might expect to see on a Friday outreach. You can volunteer to provide sandwiches, or you can volunteer to come along. And we're always looking for items that we give out, such as toiletries and clothing, and dog food and pet supplies, leashes, collars, socks. Listening to our clients make a difference. This is a picture from a wash night. We get their clothes in the washer, we get their clothes in the dryer while they're spinning and tumbling. We make them a sandwich. They can help themselves to additional clothing support that we bring. But the most important thing we do is lend them our ears and listen. At our core services, our goals are a little different. We want to present good hospitality in a relaxed church environment. We use churches all over our area of service, which we'll talk about later. We have a variety of services, and they're always predictable, and they're the same time and place every week. We have our prayer time, Monday 11, our Bible study, Tuesday 11, our fellowship girls group is Wednesday 11. We started that this summer. We don't know if we're going to be able to continue it or not. Our fellowship during the spring and fall is Wednesday evening. We actually take them off the drag to a church for a meal followed by a Bible study. Our job club is Wednesday at 3:30. Our clothing closet and self-care time is Tuesday at 2:30. In addition to hospitality, we always provide some food because there's someone who's hungry, and we have items for those in need. We try to be dog friendly as much as possible, but what we're trying to do is work on various areas of reconnecting our clients with faith in order to build hope and renewal. This is Sarah's picture of what it might look like to be at our Monday prayer time. This particular prayer time was a holiday, and we had sliders. This is what in some of our girls group, they have the chance to cook and do things, creating community and accomplishment. This is just an array of different things we do for our clients. Pet supplies, clothing, and camping equipment. We provide food and a safe place to rest. We encourage them to do self-care. This particular week we were working on foot health. We provide prayer and renewal and fun and safety. All of these elements come together in our core. We also have something we call referral services. This is a way for us to connect our clients to deeper services. Some of the services we provide for ourselves, and others are referrals to partners. Listed at the top of this page are services we provide ourselves. We have a mentor night, which we're doing Wednesday evenings. This can be for academic tutoring or reading the Bible together or studying how to be a better leader on the street. We have a bus pass program. We will provide college textbooks to those clients who choose to go to college. We have some one-to-one assistance. If they have special needs, we're willing to hook them up with a volunteer who, for example, might take them to get their ID or help them navigate some system of some sort. Our job club is able to provide for some special needs that's community driven. We're looking to launch a self-expression newspaper writing session in cooperation with the Challenger newspaper. But our goals here are to involve community partners where solutions exist. We really try hard to know what we're telling our clients to go do and know what to expect and what to happen. We have a little set of pages on the web that tell our clients those very things, what you're going to need, what you can expect, where to go, what bus route to take. We are looking to create self-sufficiency and not dependency. We invite our clients into what we call pay it forward and cost sharing models. After 3 bus passes, we're asking them to share the cost, and we're always telling them they could contribute more than the cost, more than 10% the cost, in order to pay it forward to other clients who will be able to receive free bus passes like they did. We do the same thing with our college textbooks. The first 3 semesters we provide your books, but after that we start asking for the copay, and once you graduate, we ask if you would contribute to pay it forward to other clients. Our goal is to work alongside and not instead of, and because we're faith-based, we get to bring in the power of prayer constantly, and we think that's very effective. The inspiration for our college textbook program came from the 2 ladies who are on the outside here who were clients at the time going to school, and we took them to a speaking opportunity by a lady who wrote a book that got turned into the movie From Homeless to Harvard. and they met one another. The lady who wrote the book is the tall lady. And this resulted in us, the conversation we overheard between them resulted in us being willing to buy college textbooks. And it's a very cool program now. We are not alone, and the question would be, how do we have working partnerships with LifeWorks, Micah 6, Boba Loaves and Fishes, and Animal Trustees of Austin. We're very close with LifeWorks. We have a growing, closer relationship with Micah 6. And we don't try to do stuff that's already happening out there. We try to get our clients to make use of other services. We simply cannot do everything, nor would it make sense. We have facility partners with lots of churches in our serving area. We are non-denominational, and we think it very important to get our clients going into a variety of churches. Almost all our clients were churched as a young person, or anyway, they've been churched in their life. And so going back to church can be a difficult process for them. So getting them going inside these variety of churches is very helpful. You can see some of the activities we have inside these churches. This is our serving area. It's 12 blocks immediately west of the UT campus on what's known as the Drag or Guadalupe Street. You can sort of see some of the red pins there where we have many of our events. It's really cool for our clients to get to go into these many churches. It can be a little bit of a drag as a volunteer. You have to pay attention to which event you signed up and what location it is. Our volunteer system sends you an email with the exact address and how to park. So we try to make it very easy, but with us, you have to realize that if you volunteered on Monday, but you decide you're going to volunteer on Thursday instead, you're not going to go to the same place. You're going to go to a different place. We bring the church together from all over to serve the least of these. We're very broad in terms of who we work with, and we also have we do a lot of neighborhood development in our neighborhood. We work with lots of UT students. We work with food recovery groups that keep from throwing away food in the UT area and the Wheatsville co-op, and we do lots of things in that neighborhood to try to help our neighborhood be hospitable to our clients and our clients to treat the neighborhood well. This is what it looks like. This particular ministry, we trained them for a year, and now they operate independently of us on Monday nights. They're called Lost and Found, and they're an awesome partner. They have some ability to take referral clients and go very deep with them in terms of Christian leadership and even housing them to some degree. So it's really fun to work with them. We allow volunteer groups, and we work with lots of missional communities and student groups to come out and train them and help them interact with our clients safely. It's one of our goals, is to raise the safety level in our neighborhood a lot while raising public awareness of young homelessness in Austin. All right. We are a 501c3 nonprofit in Texas. We have a board of directors. We have 5 right now. There are training spots open. We have right now 2.5 full-time paid staff members and 3 interns. I am the missionary and founder. Stephen Husband is our journeyman missionary. That means he's made a commitment to train for 2 years following his successful internship. We have a paid administrator who does a little bit of part-time work. We have a paid bookkeeper who does our books. At this moment, we have 3 interns. Darwin Tan from Indonesia, Mackenzie Green, and Josh Burton are our summer student interns. If you're listening to this after summer's over, we might have new interns. But you can expect possibly as a volunteer to interact with any one of these people, and it should be any one of us should be able to help you. We do have lay volunteer coordinators for each day of the week. Some positions are open, some positions are filled. We're always looking to fill those. If, as a volunteer, you would like to work from home and communicate with a set of people who have volunteered on, for example, Tuesday before about our openings on Tuesday. That would be how you would coordinate. And then we also share back some stories about Tuesday events so that you can build community and share some good news with those folks. A little bit about our history, our mission, and where we're going. Our mission is to know, love, and serve our clients. We think you have to do it in that order. You have to learn about them, and you grow to love them, and then perhaps we can serve them well. Our clients are street-dependent young people, and our purpose is to reach them for Christ. We have 4 strategies. We walk daily with them. We use solid and effective social work techniques. We're transparent, real, and relevant. And we do work with lots of volunteers in the neighborhood to raise awareness so that we together can create a better community. I began working with this population in 2003 as a volunteer, so be careful. You never know where your volunteerism may lead you. In 2008, I founded the ministry and began working full-time, and here we are in 2015, and we're definitely serving on upwards of 120 individuals per week. On average, we see our clients 3 times a week, so we have a lot of contact with them, which is great because that gives us the opportunity to build solid relationships which can have a lot of impact. What do we want to do for our clients? They ask us that all the time, and this is our answer. When you want it, we are praying for you to have more stability in your life. Our working definition of that is the ability to plan tomorrow. When you are wanting it, we are praying for you to have more sobriety in your life. Our working definition of that is the substance is not in charge. When you are ready for it, we want you to reconnect with God. And when you are wanting it, we want you to find a faith home. These are our 4 goals for clients. More stability, more sobriety, reconnect with God, find a faith home. And all of our activities are intentionally organized to help one or the other of those goals. Why do we use volunteers often comes up. Is it just to save money? And the answer is absolutely not. We would use volunteers if we had all the money in the world. Because when we get volunteers successfully integrated in our program, we are bringing more of God's gifts into play than we could possibly do by a staff alone. And our Christian volunteers bring the light of Christ and hope with them. And they leave clients, after interacting with them and forming a little bit of a relationship with them, they leave our clients with a key question. Why did that volunteer come to help me out? And as they ponder that question, really good things happen. In 2014, volunteers brought us almost $8,000 and 820 hours in our food ministry. That's mostly in the form of sandwiches. We're always in need of 50 sandwiches a week. You can drop them off almost any time in our refrigerator in Northwest Austin at 2222 in Mopac, and we use them up during the week. They gave us $40,000 and almost 600 hours in non-food needs. Cold weather items is our highest need, but we're talking about clothing and shoes and summer items and camping equipment, sleeping bags. And they helped us with almost 2,000 hours working directly with our clients, greeting, serving food, helping clean up, doing outreach. That's almost one whole person of impact. Person would be full 2,000 hours. So our volunteers contribute a whole other person to our small 2-member staff. Our volunteer policies and procedures we try to keep them very simple, but our goals for you as a volunteer are for you to always be safe, for you to volunteer in a sustainable way. Repeat volunteers are gold for us, and more importantly, repeat volunteers begin to form a relationship with clients that matters. We want you to have a high impact and a high meaning experience, And we also want you to be working towards lay leadership opportunities for yourself. Um, we do have some policies regarding volunteers. First of all, we have boundaries, and we start talking out about boundaries right away because this is where we goof up more often than not if we don't pay attention. We don't allow our volunteers to use cash or buy things for our clients. You can share cigarettes, but only if you're willing to share them with almost everyone. We ask that you be a volunteer and not return later. I hope it's obvious, but we don't allow the dating of our clients. We don't allow you to come back and take our clients home. We ask that you report all extra client contact with our clients outside of ministry to us. We're going to hear about it anyway, so you might as well tell us because our clients are going to tell us. And that keeps it all above board and understandable. We do have some special boundaries for transportation. There need to always be 3 people in the car, either 2 volunteers and a client, or 1 volunteer and 2 clients is a minimum. We only go to public destinations, and there are no extra stops to be negotiated. We have some policies around photos. Everybody, or most people, have a camera on their phone, and so there are lots of cameras and videos around. So what we ask is that you only take pictures with permission, and that you send us all photos taken by email to the address here. We do have clients that are photo averse. Many times if you ask, can I take your picture, they'll say sure, but sometimes they will say no. And so you need to respect that. If you take a photo without getting permission, you risk their ire. But if that happens, what you need to do is immediately say, I'm deleting it, and delete it. We do have a cancellation policy. We depend on you to sign up in advance, and we use that information to shape our ministry daily. So it's very important that you sign up, and it's important that you try to keep your commitment. If you cancel 48 hours before your event, it's no problem. If you cancel after that, you're affecting us in a negative way, and so we ask you to find a substitute. And we do pay attention to late cancellations, and multiple late cancellations is flagged as an issue. No-shows are a big deal to us. 2 no-shows puts you on hold. We'll have to discuss continuing volunteering if you no-show twice. We do have overcrowding sometimes in our volunteer events, and as a result, that's why we use sign up. And sometimes we will tell you, I'm sorry, but the event is full, and we'll put you on a wait list. Sometimes you want to bring a friend, and that's usually okay, but you really need to check with us. If you bring a friend and the event is over full, we have no choice but to, ask that the person not join us. Our wait lists work just like airplane waiting lists, so probably they would be able to join us, but just understand that an overfull event is not fun for our clients, and our overfull event is not fun for our volunteers, so we aren't going to use them. Okay, sign up is online, day or night. Here's how it works. You sign up, and please be patient when you click the sign up button. It's apparently a little slow, and people click it 2 or 3 times, and that results in multiple signups, which creates an extra burden for yourself as well as for us. You will get an email acknowledging your registration after we have had a chance to interact with the registration, which will be probably the next day often. You'll get a confirmation email that has all the details in it. You're going to get a reminder 2 days before the event. If you're signing up sooner than 2 days, you're going to get this reminder. If you're actually signing up within the 48-hour window, then you're actually going to get the reminder immediately upon confirmation. So don't be alarmed if you get that double email. And then finally, if you ask for proof of volunteering, you will get a receipt or proof of volunteering email after the event, after we've closed your attendance. It is fine to register a friend. You can put 3, 4, 5 people in one registration. We will be asking for individual emails because our volunteer system needs to acknowledge those, and we have to track those sorts of things for reporting functions. But it's fine to register several people under one name initially. We provide on-the-job training. What that means is we will train you before the event happens, and then we will debrief you afterwards. That debriefing is part of the training. We're beginning with every debrief. We invest in you, in your future capacity and capability as a volunteer. So it's very important that you plan to spend a little extra time with us at the end in a debriefing. After you've done the event twice, you actually can sign up to co-lead with us. And after you've co-led several times, it is possible for you and one of our staff members to lead the event together. So it's very cool that way. Debriefing, as I already mentioned, is key to the event. So please don't, if you plan on leaving early, tell us so that we can debrief you on the side early. But volunteers that dash away without allowing us to debrief cause us difficulties, and so we do expect it. It helps us to detect problems and issues, misfits. It helps us to better direct you to a better fit. And as I said, it's actually part of the training. All right, here's a brief overview of volunteerism. We have food ministry, and there's a special website you can always go to get volunteer information at Street Youth Ministry. It's called volunteer.streetyouthministry.org. I'm sorry it's all long, but that's the way it is. Once you're there, you may click on various buttons to get to these pages, but you may also bookmark shortcuts. So you can do /cooks/helpers/action-team and get straight to those things. You can also do /Monday/Tuesday/Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we have our food ministry, and this is where sandwiches are made. It's where our Saturday morning cooking event happens. It's kind of like, if you like the show Chopped, it's kind of like Chopped. We get large boxes of organic vegetables and fruits, and we turn them into soup and roasted vegetables and fruit salads and whatever else we can come up with on Saturday morning from 8 to 10. It's an awesome way to help us out. We have our helps ministry, where you'll be mostly greeters and food servers and participants in our event. We have dog sitters. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're in need of dog sitters to watch animals while our clients enjoy the events indoors. We have our virtual team called our action team. These are items you can do from home on your computer. Sometimes they're errands, sometimes they're phone calls, often they're computer work. And we place those there. People sign up for them, get them done. And as they sign up, of course, they disappear from the list, so we manage that. We do have a hospital visitation team that's in need of a leader as well as members. We have a jail writing team that's in need of additional pen pals now. We write to our clients when they go to jail so that we can maintain connection and continue to encourage them. We provide you with an address so that you don't have to worry about your address being out there in some way. Generally speaking, you write about once a month. We have lots of in-kind needs, and you can read about that on our website. We maintain an Amazon wish list that you can find from that same website. We need your help getting word out and raising public awareness. So we are always looking to speak to groups of 20 or more. So you can book a speaking request online. And then we invest heavily in our social media communities, Facebook and Twitter, and we actually encourage you to ask questions or make comments there so that everyone can enjoy your question or your comment and can benefit from the response. So that's our overview. And food ministry is work at home, usually. You can make breakfast casseroles, baked goods, 50 sandwiches, and you can deliver those just about any time, actually, Saturday through Tuesday. We are happy with leftover party food, donated bags of chips, sweets, you name it. You can work at our place for the food recovery every Saturday morning, as I mentioned. And there's the food shortcut to our cooking volunteer link. This is our helper ministries. We have them on every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 11, and Thursday at 2:30. Those are all greeter, hospitality, serving food, seeing the needs, and participation roles. They're indoors. Thursday at 2:30, we have our clothing closet, same type of roles, although you may get asked to play ping pong or pool. We also have opportunities for people to come share a hobby or a passion, because those sorts of things will interest one or two of our clients and will help them take better care of themselves and set higher expectations, and those are awesome ways to help out. And then our Friday 4 p.m. mini mission trip is probably the best way to get your feet wet with us. If you can be available Friday 4 p.m., we highly encourage you to come, see how we interact with our clients outdoors, see who they are about. It's the best cross-section of our clients you'll see, and it's just a great introduction to the ministry. So that's our helper ministry, and I already mentioned the day shortcuts, volunteer.streetyouthministry.org/Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is a great way to get to a specific day if that's what you have available. So that's our orientation. At this point in our orientation, we break down into individual pairings and find out what we're interested in doing and try to match you up and find your first volunteer event. So if you know what you'd like to do, we encourage you now to sign up for that. And then we're also going to encourage you to take our quiz on orientation so that we can record that you've taken the orientation and you won't be further bothered by us asking you to attend an orientation. The link for the orientation is right below where you found the link to our volunteer orientation video. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you out there soon. Please ask questions on social media, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye.